Welcome to the English news. Thank you for joining us on Bình Phước Radio, television station and newspaper. We begin with headlines for today. Prime Minister kick off construction of important national transport project. Dong Soi City needs long-term vision on urban planning. Songbe Rubber Company celebrates 40th anniversary. And now a detail. Party committees at all levels in Bình Phước province effectively implemented resolution from party congresses in the first half of the 2024 to 2025 term, thanks to a high degree of will, determination, and consensus. Figure released at the recent midterm meeting of the party committee of Dong Soi City show that most key targets were achieved and expected to exceed such plans.
In the first half of the party term, Dong Soi saw 3 out of 16 key target groups and 13 component targets meeting and surpassing set targets for the whole term. The city's average economic growth rate reached over 15% a year, while its restructuring process is on the right track. In 2022, the city was able to balance its budget and had no poor households under nationwide standards. Political security and social order and safety have been maintained. Party organization and construction was seriously implemented, with many positive changes in. Appreciating what the city's party committee has achieved, member of the party's central committee and secretary of the provincial party committee, Nguyễn Mạnh Cường, stressed that the results are fundamental and important. He also noted a number of important issues that the city's party committee needs to implement in the time to come. The party committee needs to review its thinking and vision and realize the task of building a modern, ecological and smart city, making it become a place worth living in, he emphasized.
From an economic establishment formed during Vietnam's subsidy period, the Songbe Rubber Johnstock Company has gradually adapted to and developed in the new market economy era. The company has every right to be proud of its result over the past 40 years.
At the time of establishment, the company's facilities were extremely poor, but today everything has changed. Songbe manages 5,374 hectares of land, of which 4,117 hectares are for rubber cultivation, with output of rubber latex at over 3,110 tons a year. The company is operating a rubber latex processing plant with a capacity of 7,000 tons a year, and has also invested hundreds of billions of Vietnam dong in projects serving production and the daily lives of workers. The company's accumulated revenue over the past 40 years has reached 6,200 billion Vietnam dong, with profits of 1,134 billion dong and over 810 billion dong contributed to the state budget. The average monthly income of its workers have ranged from 6 to 8 million Vietnam dong since 2013.
The Bình Phước Provincial Steering Committee for Voluntary Blood Donation has held a meeting with the province Red Blood Donation Club to further connect with members and promote a spirit of donating blood in the community.
Established in March 2015, the Red Blood Donation Club currently has 65 members, including 27 with red blood type O or H-. The club has become a place for its members to meet and help each other and discuss ways to work with the community. Members are the nucleus of a movement educating and mobilizing voluntary blood donations at their workplaces and homes. They always stand ready to participate in emergency blood donations when required, and also have reserves of red blood to supply hospitals in the province and the Chợ Red Blood Transfusion Center in Ho Chi Minh City. Club members have donated a total of 489 units of blood, with many honored by central and local organizations.
We continue with the report on activity by Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính. He issued an order to simultaneously start the construction of 3 important national transport projects at a ceremony in Ho Chi Minh City on June 18.
Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính on June 18th issued an order to simultaneously start the construction of 3 important national transport projects at a ceremony in Ho Chi Minh City. The projects comprise Ho Chi Minh City's Ring Road 3, the first phase of the Biên Hòa Vũng Tàu Expressway, and the first phase of the Khánh Hòa Buôn Ma Thuột Expressway. Speaking at the ceremony, Chính reiterated the target of building around 5,000 kilometers of expressways by 2030, with 3,000 kilometers set by 2025 and 2,000 kilometers for the remaining years. However, he said only 1,729 kilometers have been put into service, stressing the huge workload ahead. The 3 projects are scheduled to be completed in 2025 and put into operation in 2026. The Prime Minister noted their special significance as they cross the Central Highlands and Southwestern regions where not many expressways run through. He asked relevant sides to ensure the quality and progress of the projects. He also stressed the need to ensure rights and legal interests of residents and harmonize interests of the state, people, and businesses.
On the same day in the Khánh Hòa province, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính attended the inaugural ceremony of the Nha Trang, Cam Lâm and Vĩnh Hảo Phan Thiết Expressway in the South Central Coastal Province of Khánh Hòa on June 18.
Built from September 2021, the Nha Trang Cam Lâm Expressway project, invested in the form of public-private partnership, has a length of more than 49 kilometers. Meanwhile, Vĩnh Hảo Phan Thiết Expressway project, passing through the South Central province of Bình Thuận and connecting with Dầu Giây Phan Thiết Expressway, has a total length of 101 kilometers. Speaking at the ceremony, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính requested the Ministry of Transport to coordinate with relevant ministries, branches and localities in speeding up the construction progress to bring the remaining sections of the North-South Expressway into exploitation on schedule. The Prime Minister also asked the provinces of Khánh Hòa and Bình Thuận to take full advantage of the expressways to promote local socio-economic development.
Despite a degree of over 11% in agroforestry aquatic product export in the first 5 months of 2023 compared to the same period last year, the rate of decline is gradually narrowing.
In May, exports stood at more than $4.8 billion, down 3.5% from the same time last year, and much lower than the decrease of 68% in January. Agroforestry aquatic product exports reached nearly $20.3 billion in the January-May period, and are forecast to hit $55 billion in 2023. Shipments to major markets such as China, Japan, and other Asian countries are gradually regaining growth. Of the 5-month export revenue, farm produce brought home $10.3 billion, up 9.9%, animal products $190 million, up 34.5%, aquatic products $3.47 billion, down 25.9%, and forestry products $5.52 billion, down 26.8%. China, the US, and Japan remain the biggest markets of agroforestry aquatic products from Vietnam during the 5-month period.
And in our final story, the total inflows of foreign direct investment into Ho Chi Minh City from early this year to May 20 reached over 1.14 billion USD, down 30% annually, report the Municipal Department of Planning and Investment.
The Municipal Department of Planning and Investment reported that Singapore took the lead in the number of new projects, with 72 ones valued at over 121 million US dollars, accounting for over 60% of the total newly registered capital. It was followed by Japan and Hong Kong, China. Up to 121 projects received additional capital of around 403 million US dollars, marking an annual decrease of 35%. U.S. projects recorded the most adjusted capital with $215 million, or 53% of the total. Foreign investors spent more than $540 million on capital contribution and share purchase in the period, up 9% annually.
That's all for today on Bình Phước Radio, television station and newspaper news. Once again, thanks for watching and goodbye for now.